so far. I've done 2. Roman
Hey,
has
Beric.
done the other one.
All right, so talk to me. How'd that all even start in the first place?
So we
And
heard a big explosion at the
Okay.
Grove gas station. So we wanted to see what's going on.
Sure.
Went up on the Mosley's roof and was just up there. There was cops spread all out on fucking rooftops with guns. They come over, Croc's just yelling the whole time, and this lady with purple hair. I'm like, I'm allowed to be. The crime scene's over there. Like, why are you guys over here closing this shit down? Like, this is Mosley's, a repair shop. So I call you, as I'm calling you, they're just yelling. He starts tasing me while I'm on the fucking phone with you. Shit like that. And I just left.
Okay. And what happened prior to that?
I think there was a car chase and the dude blew up.
Okay. Do you think that there's nothing that could have prompted them to kind of react the way that they did?
As in what? It was a joyriding chase?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I disagree with how you're feeling at all or anything along those lines, but just curious.
Well, there's more I could say, but I was not of. Listen, you guys as cops are to be what? Like, you always say the saying of be reactive, right?
Well, okay, so here's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the predicament that I will always run into and constantly catch flack for, or people call me a pussy or this, that, and the other. Like, you play dumb to a lot of things on a lot of different levels. But like, too much reactivity. I think years ago, we got to a point where everything was like too proactive. And it was just like,
Oh, we're definitely back there. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the fucking absolute worst I've seen in the city throughout the years.
really?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the PD's just fucking dog shit, if I'm gonna be honest. There's literally no, like, investigations,
what's
and when they do investigate, they investigate the dumbest shit. They just don't, like... And a lot of them just don't... I think the PD has been infested with just, like, dog shit cops, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the wrong cops are constantly getting promoted. I was the lady on the roof with purple hair was a sergeant.
Bay?
And it's like, you can't even talk to them. It's just like, no, leave. Just leave. There's no talking about this. You're under arrest or blah, 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 blah. Like, it's just talking to a fucking piece of wood.
So what to you makes a good cop then?
I don't know, someone that can actually fucking communicate. You got Croc just yelling shit. The other one who's just like a fucking plank of wood. It's just like, it's not even like, it's just shit. I mean, I had a similar thing with Ruby. Very nice, very formal with her in the cells. Trying to talk about charges, this, that, and third. And she's just giving me attitude the whole time, but I'm just still doing my thing, right? And then it gets to the point, I'm like, I asked for a lawyer, and she's just giving a lot of attitude, and I'm just like, I'm like, Ruby, what's your fucking problem? Like, what is going on here? Like, I'm trying to argue my charges. I called for a lawyer. I'm allowed to call for a lawyer. And her response is, you're just difficult to deal with. I'm like, okay, so I'm difficult to deal with because I'm trying to get a lawyer to fight for my charges like I should. It's like they want you to just, I don't know. It's very weird. It's very weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of I was kind of talking about this briefly, but a lot of the kind of ideas and kind of principles I wanted to push on people, like very early on, was not well met, in contrast to...
It's almost as if you fight for yourself, they take it personal. If you call for a lawyer or question this or this, that, and the third, all of a sudden now it's personal, and then they won't budge. It's like talking to a fucking brick wall at that point. Because now they got something to prove. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would prefer a lot of police to just be like straight up fucking hard asses, and that's not what I prefer in any way, shape, or form. But
I think the only people that would prefer that are the people in the PD.
Yeah, and that's, yeah. It's pretty much the point. And as much as I've tried to steer away from that, I wasn't really, I don't know, given the opportunity to. So it's just kind of festered and grown back into.
I mean, what was it? A lot of the council and commissioner?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because they're on a personal vendetta. Well, I mean, it's not really, you know, I guess there's only so much you can do, but I'm chilling, really. It's just another day in the fucking city for me. Same shit, different day, Beric.
Yeah. Yeah, it always seems that way, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know, it's sad, but I think a lot of officers got promoted that shouldn't have been promoted to begin with. So now when you try to just like...
Who do you think should be in those positions then? Like who are those exemplary people?
Like, all right, give me a little bit to think
Good, like
on
people
that.
skills or like personal skills?
Yeah, exactly. Do that.
Because I'll always side on that, yeah.
Without getting up in their shit right away. Like Cassidy is a great cop in my opinion. One of the best. May not be the most professional, but there's always just good energy with Cassidy on the force. Even McNulty's been great lately. Opal, obviously, but Opal's kind of an oddball.
Yeah, Opal is. Yeah.
You know, people like that. I mean, Jimbo's been great lately, even. Because, you know, they realized, hey, if I just talk to some of these people out here, it changes a lot. Instead of immediately just being on attack mode with people, you know? Or I think they get caught in the mindset of like, oh, it's us versus them.
You'll stop right here. Let me see the news.
Instead of, oh wait, I'm a
gonna
cop.
go to the,
I just
up here.
enforce the
Hey,
law in a
food.
way, justice and all that.
Yeah.
So I think for a lot of people, it's gotten to the point of, oh, it's us versus them.
Yeah, that's a really hard thing to beat out of people.
But I think there's a lot of good ones out there. On Fire, Cassidy, Coyote, Jimbo, McNulty. I mean, I'm a big fan of Frank Williams. That's an OG right there. But, you know, he's right just chilling these days.
I mean, he pretty much taught me a lot of what I know.
I think Slacks is a good cop. I just think in the terms of him being in a position where he has to be the one to, how do I word this? Like, take action. I don't think he does the best in those because I think he is a little too nice to the point where he doesn't want to step on toes, but sometimes you got to get shit done, right?
Yeah, that's part of the job.
Well, I think there is a lot of good cops out there. I think just we got the wrong ones kind of leading the show. I mean, who do you see as a good cop on the force? I'm sure you know have good things to say about all of them in general, but
yeah, I think
ones.
pretty much everybody provides something different, and
yeah, of course it'll be balanced. You don't want everyone to be
something
a fucking
unique.
opal, you know what I mean? But
yeah, I mean that would be an experience for sure.
but like someone like Cassidy, I really got nothing bad to say about that guy.
Yeah.
I think he's just very level-headed but also does his job.
Yeah, I know this is it's not going to come across this way because I know you just had a very bad kind of experience
really, it's not
with
really not that
some
serious.
of the folks. But you know, I mean, people like Bay, and I don't know if you've had any run-ins with like Wade, Bradford, but
Maybe, but I don't really know names like that.
yeah, when they are not, when a lot of these folk are not being, you know, kind of childish in a way, I think they're perfect examples of people that can actually like do their job appropriately and not just do bunch of fucked shit all the time. There's quite a few people. It's hard to narrow it down to just a few. I mean, like I said, everybody provides different things.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not asking you to do anything. Just giving you what you want to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I love to hear everybody's kind of perspective and 2 cents and kind of views and opinions on things. What the fuck? Because I'm not somebody that likes just sometimes, you know, like you said, kind of swinging your dick around has to happen, but I'll always be a man of the people more than like a man for myself. And
Listen, I had no involvement, Beric, but just think back to July 3rd. Think about all the people that were there. Why would all those people do something so crazy and risky? You know? There has to be a strong feeling there. The people won't just do that shit. People are afraid of long sentences or whatever, you know, just ruining their fucking life in the city. All those people were there. Despite that, didn't care. Because that's what the culture feeling, dude. They just tired of this shit.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely very interesting when I heard about it.
Cole didn't OC greenlight
I
it. No
think,
one greenlighted it. I just did that shit.
I know I was kind of touching on it earlier, but I am excited to see what kind of changes with the new legislation and stuff like that. Because I do feel like with how things were before, it kind of created some issues in certain areas. But
anyways, the shit today wasn't a big deal. By the way. Just, you know.
I mean, it's a typical Croc thing of
Well, that's Croc,
of
right?
years
But it's
ago.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, he just fucking. When Croc's on scene, it's just he's just yelling. He's pretty much yelling the whole time, and you can't even fucking hear yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there's people like that all throughout different walks of life. Like their way of kind of leading is just being the loudest person in the room.
Yeah, that's honestly is what he does.
Yeah.
And I was trying to talk to him like, hey, listen, I mean, you heard me on the phone. I'm like, oh, I'm on the phone with fucking Beric here. Like, let's figure this out. But it's more just like, hey, I'm gonna tase you off the fucking building. They're trying to cuff me and all, which I get to a degree, but at the same time, it's like, yo, is it really that much to give it 10 seconds to see what Beric or, you know, how this unfolds?
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot needs to be done. And hopefully we can change a lot of people's minds and how they operate
Yeah,
to a certain
well,
extent.
keep your head up, Beric, all right? Just give me a call.
Nah, I'm chilling.
All right.
All right. Yep. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Where you guys at?